Is it recording?
Yep,
Oh.
we're good.
What's up, guys? This is Justin. I'm here with Anthony Gallegos.
Hi.
Back from Puerto Rico.
Back from Puerto Rico.
We're making you do real work.
Ready for Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, so this is Plants vs. Zombies Adventure. This is out today, and this is PopCap's new Facebook game.
Crazy Dave. I remember Crazy Dave.
I'm Crazy Dave, but you can call me Crazy Dave.
He's the guy that sold you stuff in Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, he's back again. So, we're gonna go through sort of the first few tutorial levels and just sort of show the opening moments of Plants vs. Zombies Adventure. So here's the crazy thing about this game. It's tower defense like the original Plants vs. Zombies, but it's like normal tower defense, like lane-based, like where the zombies will
they follow the sidewalk.
Yeah, they'll follow the sidewalk. And then your towers do the same thing. They shoot when things get in proximity with them, like normal tower defense.
Okay, so it's not based on like the particular the singular lanes all the time.
No, I think that's really interesting and sort of strange. Not in like a bad way, but just like they had such a good formula with tower defense, and it's interesting they changed it, right?
Yeah, I mean maybe for Facebook they went with this because maybe they feel like this is something that resonates more with like a Facebook audience. I don't know.
Like maybe it's easier.
Yeah, or maybe there are enough of these games on Facebook that people know it. So wait, you're growing those plants right now?
Right, so this is the thing. This is where like the Facebook element comes in. These pea shooters grow in like 60 seconds, but later plants, like plant towers that I grew, take like 10 minutes to grow. And I'm assuming it's going to be like more powerful ones will take even longer.
And so can you not actually put them in the level until they're done growing?
Yeah, that's right. So you have to grow them, and then you can use them to put in the level.
Okay.
And so now they sped things up for me.
I see. Now you can deploy those.
Right, so it's a little bit like Farmville style,
Sure.
I guess. But it doesn't seem too... I mean, I don't know. I'm sure the game is going to like have to make its money eventually. But so far, it seems totally fine, like how it makes its money.
Oh
You're on a road trip, and you have to protect your RV in each stage. And that's how... It's a little bit of like the Candy Crush Saga style... that you're traveling through like a world map. So there's like different levels that you go through. And then you just place...
I see, and it shows you its zone of effect.
Yeah. And then you collect the sun. And so these towers are on a cooldown. In 5 seconds, I can plant another one. But you also need to have enough sun
To plant them.
to be able to place them.
But you also have to have taken the time to grow them as well.
Right. So I had 5 total that I grew. And when you only get to use them once. And then you'll need to replant more.
Okay. And then what do you get for beating a level? Is it like the money, like the gold coins that we
Yeah.
saw?
Well, so you do get money. You'll see your plants each blow up and give you money, and they give you a little bit more money than what they cost to plant the first time. So that keeps like the game loop going. But you also just get like you're progressing through a campaign. So by beating a level, like you're just kind of getting to see more of the story.
Right. And then also, do you know what the currencies are on the left?
These the gems
Yeah. Okay. Speed up buildings and plants. Okay, that's like the money currency.
and Zombucks let you buy more decorations and things. But I actually haven't. I went through like the whole tutorial on several stages and didn't really use these yet. And so you can see that it's not really, it's like Plants vs. Zombies in the sense that you're making these towers and stuff, but it's actually, the gameplay itself is really different.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, the old one, Plants vs. Zombies, you're constantly thinking about how to maintain your lane. Plus, there's also like a, I don't know, it's just so different in the way that you have to like strategically think about the plants that you're going to take into the battle.
Yeah, this is still the same way. You can't take an unlimited number of plants
Okay.
into battle, but, again, we're just sort of going through they're assuming that people on Facebook have like, it starts out like you've never played a video game before.
Yeah, or never played a tower defense
Yeah.
game anyways.
And so, I'm sure, I guess I always give PopCap the benefit of the doubt because their stuff is so good.
Totally.
That,
Okay, so you do still have to plant sunflowers.
yeah, the sunflowers just give you more sun. It's
Right.
just like normal Plants vs. Zombies where you get a little bit of sun normally, but then you'll always want to plant some sunflowers to like speed up your sun production.
Right.
So now we have, there's sort of, again, this is sort of easy tutorial stuff where they're teaching you like sometimes there might be multiple lanes. So zombies always come from these tombstones in each stage.
Okay.
And they do, I guess it's a little bit different than a normal tower defense game because the zombies will eat your towers if they get close to them.
Oh, okay, so you do still have to worry about, well, because the zombies ate the plants in PvC.
Right, it's the same deal. Like once they get close to them, I don't know if it's going to happen in this stage because I already have a couple of pea shooters.
And you're kind of dominating.
I am kind of dominating. You get achievements for things. We'll see when this stage ends.
And also, I imagine they also eventually start sending different types of zombies at you as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen any that weren't in the normal game. I saw the
like the road cone.
yeah, the one with the road cone on its head, exactly. And so I don't think we need to plant anything else. My 3 pea shooters are gonna get this done.
I'm pretty sure they have this, yeah. The music's cute. I mean, in typical PopCap fashion, it's definitely pretty adorable.
It's very polished. I don't know how I feel about the sort of pseudo 3D style, or the isometric style, I guess, compared to the original PVZ.
Yeah.
Plantality.
Yeah, it's weird. They do almost feel like it's like a PlayStation era 3D or something like that.
Yeah. And so you saw my towers just blew up, and I got coins for them. Oh yeah. So here, Crazy Dave's explaining it to us now.
Oh, Crazy Dave.
So they drop coins, and so here's what I like about this is it's got good replay value in the sense that like I didn't get the 3rd achievement on that stage because I didn't bank enough sun.
So maybe you could have done that if you'd planted less plants. Maybe.
And you also get there's like 35 other goals for you to achieve, but they're not like they're not the same as the 3 goals you really kind of need to achieve on every stage. They're just like bonus objectives if you want to go after them.
So far, it definitely hasn't seemed like. I mean, I know it's early, but it's like money hasn't even seemed like a thing.
No, it's totally not. Like we're already on to the 3rd stage, and then after we do this one, I think the tutorial section kind of ends, and I'll show you a couple more things. So yeah, now we're gonna get the
road cone zombies.
Yeah, the road cone zombies. And you'll also probably see. I don't think I'll be able to build guys quite fast enough. You're gonna see somebody get munched on in this stage probably.
Gotta get that dual coverage.
Yeah, it's true. So it is kind of clever. Like I've played a lot of tower defense games, right? So it's obvious. Like, look, you always place your first tower like on the corner, wherever it's gonna have the most area.
Right.
But if someone's new to the genre, it's like with the first time I played a tower defense game, I was just putting guys wherever.
Yeah,
like I didn't know what I was
understand.
doing. It's a little slow paced. Like if you're a core gamer, but I think people often forget that Plants vs. Zombies is slow. Like, you need to play a lot of that game.
It takes like 15 levels before it really gets kind of crazy.
For sure, especially if you're like, typical IGN reader, you play a lot of video games. A lot of people remember Plants vs. Zombies differently than, like, if you were to go back and play it today, you'd be probably bored for, like, the first...
Yeah, because, like, the first, 12 levels or something are just introducing different types of plants.
Yep, exactly. Probably even more than that. You go all the way through night, and then it's day again.
That's true. And then water, yeah, you're right.
Yep. Let's see if we can get through with 3 pea shooters and collect enough sun to get the 3rd achievement.
Yeah, you might run into a little bit of trouble when the road cone guys come out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I like that you just have to mouse over it. Like, there's no clicking or anything like that. Like, it's pretty, the whole game is pretty smooth. Like, we're running it in full screen. This is actually like a Flash game, right? And it doesn't feel, like Facebook games I feel like people feel really janky. But this totally feels like a full game, like anything you would download from Steam or whatever. Like, I'm not thinking about the fact that this is like a Flash app running in a browser right now.
I mean, it's obviously very clearly polished.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man.
I know.
Yes.
You get another thing that I like about this game, I don't know if we'll see it in this video, but you can power up your towers. And I totally expected it to cost this money over here, but it doesn't. It just costs sun.
Oh.
And so, like, that's an opportunity that they had to maybe make a little bit of extra dough, and chose, like, not to take it. And then it just helps the gameplay balance instead, right? Getting money.
PopCap understands that last little punch to make you happy that you did it.
For sure.
Even the way the plants explode into, like, rainbows.
Yep, that's exactly right. We sort of blasted through some of the text so we didn't see. The whole thing was we were trying to get the Fogmajig for Crazy Dave, and then that defogs.
To get rid of the fogs.
Yeah, that defogs part of the town, and then you sort of have. Yeah, so here they're gonna show you. You get a new little part of your neighborhood to develop, and you meet a new woman, Matilda. She has the Plantagon instead of the Pentagon. Yeah, and now we get those power-ups I was telling you about.
Plant sprays.
Yeah.
Freeze.
And they use 25 sun per use.
Okay.
And so now you start getting quests and the stuff that you're maybe used to if you've ever played like Farmville or Frontierville. But none of them seem that like, we have the stuff that we need. And I'm sure like later on that's when like
timers will be put in or anything.
Or like you need to pester your friends or that sort of thing. But all that's pretty normal. And then, okay, after this last battle, then we're sort of through the tutorial stuff.
So even though you grew those 5 plants, you get them back each level?
No, you don't. Like, this is just because it's onboarding us, like, through the start of the game.
Okay.
And then they show you that now you need to plant more things. recover the lane.
So first you recover it, and then you have to defend it.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I guess this is the flow of the game. Like, it's a little bit weird that this isn't one of the level. Oh, it's teaching me how to do the, like, I spray him, and now his
oh, wow.
attack area is bigger. Way bigger.
Okay.
But now that costs sun, right? So I don't have enough sun to really do anything else.
Right.
That's the trade-off.
Oh, yeah, and it's only a temporary buff.
Yep, that's right. I know, I need more towers, man.
Deliver sun, there we go.
So, use Zom Freeze on the Conehead zombie. And so then it freezes the guy in place, but it costs another 25 sun.
Okay.
And so, like, really, I could save up 100 sun and place another tower, but I probably don't need to. Like, if I just buff up my guys, like, you know, maybe I can just use my sun on that instead.
Yeah, I just did see that zombie
He was munching
attack
on
your
him?
plant. Yeah.
Yeah, let's place one more. And now then we'll save the rest of my money for power-ups.
Zom freeze.
And we'll freeze, if another Conehead guy comes out, we'll freeze him. Let's wait till he's in range of both these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a little more to it. But, I mean, obviously, there's not a lot going on in this game, right? Like, as someone that plays...
I mean, it is in some ways typical tower defense, but with that little bit of PopCap
sure,
sort
it's
of personality.
It's totally polished and totally cute, but the first several levels are super simple, right? And I don't really know, like, how hard or how complex it gets later on.
Siege you later.
Terrible puns.
All over the place in this game.
Do you think Jeff Green's responsible for that?
I'm sure he proved them.
And then once we go through this planting, that will be, you know, a short little look at... Oh, did we just freeze up? What happened?
No, I think, yeah, now we just...
There we go. Let's go back to full screen, though. So that's a little peek at how this is sort of a Facebook game.
Yeah. Ooh,
So,
Asparagus.
yeah, and that's a new one. I mean, I don't have deep Plants for Zombies lore, but I don't recognize this tower. And so now it's sort of showing you, okay, this is the flow of the game. You know, you can remove the fog after going through a few more levels. They
The
want
more
you,
friends you have, invite your friends.
They want you to try to spam your friends, but you don't have to.
Okay.
And then we're leveling up. And so now we need to plant. So now here's where you start to see, like, we only have 6 sunflowers and 6 pea shooters, and we need to plant more. You know, and we have no asparagus.
And you have to spend the coins that you got. Okay.
Yeah. But you don't run out of coins. Like, you always seem to earn a few more than you spend.
Right. I mean, that's good, or else you wouldn't be able to play the game.
Right. Yeah. So now it's sort of showing you, look, here's some quests for you to do. You know, sort of the typical sort of Farmville stuff. It's interesting how Facebook games have, like, progressed so far. Like, this is town building in the same way that, like, Facebook or Zynga Games is, but it's got, like, a whole actual proper game on top of it with the tower defense stuff.
I see, and you can skip some of that.
Instead
of repairing, you can skip it if you want to pay gems, time versus convenience again.
Yeah, and, like, if you care about, you know, decorations or things looking good, you know, you can sort of clean up your little area. You know, I don't know, that sort of typical Zynga stuff. So, yeah, you know, once you sort of go back on this map view, you sort of see the quest that you're following, and you get the social validation of seeing, you know, you get sort of farther than your friends, and that's the whole motivation of the game is to, you know, get farther and faster than them.
Right.
And you can see that Mr. Jeff Green...
Of course, PopCap Community Man is of course my friend at number 1.
Yeah,
so
he's bopped way more zombies than anybody else. Him and Dan Shu. Get to work, guys. I guess it counts as work for Jeff.
Yeah.
So this has been kind of a short look at Plants vs. Zombies Adventures. You know, I'm digging it. I'm liking it enough to continue playing more. It does seem sort of simple and casual so far, but it's also very polished and doesn't feel, you know, like you're playing a Flash app.
Yeah, makes me look forward to Plants vs. Zombies 2.
So thank you, Anthony. Thank you, everyone at home, for letting us sort of into your life briefly to sort of show you a look at this new game that we're enjoying here on the IGN office. Remember that we're always kind of trying to surface all the coolest and hottest PC games, browser games, any kind of video games. So, you know, make sure you continue reading IGN.